1 week time to know how to drive a bike, to learn how to drive a bike. Maybe 3 days to learn how to drive a car. Okay. If anyone is trying to create a clone for me, my clone by default, he knows. Clone means he will look exactly same like me. By default, he will be having all my properties, all my abilities, all my skills. You know, I know Java, right? It took me years of practice to be mastered in Java. But my clone, by default, he knows Java. Why? Because that is my feature. That is my property. Are you understanding the point here? That is nothing but cloning. Now, exactly the same principle if you are applying for objects. Means we'll generally how we'll be creating an object. We'll be creating an object with the help of new keyword. We know that. Okay. Without using new keyword, can you create an object which is already, I want you to create an existing object which is already having the properties of the instance variables. One more time. One more time. You know what is an instance variable? What is an instance variable? Instance variables are yeah, it is present inside a class, outside a method block or a constructor. Okay. Instance variable, how many objects you are creating, those many copies of instance variable will be getting created. Yes or no? Right. So basically, if we want to create an object, we need to use new keyword. Whenever we are using new keyword, automatically a new object will be getting created. Automatically, a separate set of instance variables also will be getting created. Now, what I want you to do is you need to create an object. Don't use new keyword. You need to create an object. Don't use new keyword. That is the idea behind this object cloning. Without using new keyword, you need to create an object. Now, kindly please do remember, original is different, clone is different. Means, for example, take me. I'm original. If my clone is there, just for example, I'm saying my clone is there. If my clone met with an accident, am I going to get any impact? Absolutely not. This is cloning. This is clone. Cloning means completely a separate object. Whatever that, listen to me very clearly, whatever the changes which you are doing for your cloned object, that should not be reflected to your original object. This object is different, that object is different. If you are able to make that happen, that is nothing but object cloning. Honestly speaking, in real time, we will not use this object cloning, but it is actually one of the most commonly asked interview point of view question. So let's try to find out this object cloning. Okay. So let me just try to take three classes here, class A, class B, and class C. Okay, okay, okay. Right. I'm having three classes, class A, class B, and class C. Now, what I'm going to do here, let me just try to take int x equal to 10, int y equal to 20. In class B, int A equal to 100, int B equal to 200. I'm just taking like this. Now coming to class C. In class C, I'm just a minute. Okay. No, in class C, I'm going to take, okay, directly I'll write inside my main method. No need to worry. I'm trying to write the code directly inside the main method. I'm creating an object, new, class A. We'll do one thing. It's not a good programming practice to write inside the main method. Let me just try to go with one more method. Okay. new class A equal to AOBJ1 belongs to class A. Okay. System.out.println implementing object cloning. Okay. Now, just let me try to keep it like this. Okay. First, I have created an object for my class A. Okay. Now, with the help of that AOBJ1, or else let me do one thing. AOBJ1 dot X plus AOBJ1 dot Y. Let me just try to save this. Let me go to my main method. Inside my main method, creating an object new class A equal to AOBJ. Sorry, this is class C, right? Class C. COBJ belongs to class C, just like this. Now I want to call COBJ dot method one. I'm just trying to call my method one. Tell me what will be my output here. Tell me what will be my output here. 10 and 20. 10 space 20. Why? Because you know that instance variable, we can access an instance variable with the help of its respective class object. Okay. Right click, run as Java application. We are able to get our output like this. Now, what I'm going to do, class A, AOBJ2 equal to AOBJ1. AOBJ2 equal to AOBJ1. Now, AOBJ2 dot Y equal to, let me just try to go like 999. Now, again, I'm going to print exactly the same data, but right now I want to print my AOBJ2 also. AOBJ2 dot Y. Now tell me, what is my output here? 10. What is my output here? 20. What is my output here? Okay, please tell me what is my output at line number 14. Can you see this? Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? Tell me what is my output at line number 14. Just try. 10. Say loudly. 10, 999, 999. Or 10, 20, 999. If we are getting 10, 20, 999, that is perfect object cloning. Okay. But we will not be getting 10, 20, 999. We will be getting 10, 999 and 999. Why? Because this is not a new object. AOBJ2 is not a new object. This is just a reference. Currently, whenever you are writing like this, AOBJ1 and AOBJ2 both are pointing towards the same object. That is the reason you will be getting your output as like this. This is not object cloning. Am I clear with that? Online students, I want you to kindly please respond to the chat. Please respond in the chat. Absolutely not. This is not object cloning. Object cloning in a sense, you need to create entirely a separate object, completely a new object you need to create. Okay. Now let's try to find out how we need to do. Okay. Come to class B. In class B, I'm going to take a method void method one, or else void create clone, clone. Just a normal method. Void create clone. Okay, okay. What is the return type for this method? What is the return type for this method? You know you can speak, right? Yes or no? Void. Now I'm going to make this as class B. If a method is having return type as a class, what we need to return? Its object. Okay. Let me return return new class B. But my idea is I don't want to use any new keyword. Okay. Then I'll do one thing. Super dot clone method. What is the use of super keyword? Yeah. Right now, what is the super keyword? It is used to call parent class methods. What is the parent class for class B? Object class. What is the parent class for class B? Object class. In object class, do we have a clone method? We are trying to call that clone method, which is present in the object class. That clone method throws clone not supported exception. So here also we need to thrws throws clone not supported exception. And now let me just try to I'll do one thing here. Let me just try to typecast it into class B equal to obj belongs to class B, and here simply return return obj. Basically what I am doing, I am trying to call a method. What is the method name? Clone. Where is this method present? Object class. What is the return type for this clone method? Object. Let me show you. This is advanced. Did you remember this? Please check what is the return type for this clone method? Object. So whatever that clone method is returning, I'm trying to typecast that into my class B object. I'm using a reference and I'm returning that same object. If you observe, am I using any new keyword? No, I'm not using any new keyword. Now, and one more thing, let me just try to use implements clonable. What is a marker interface? What is a marker interface? An interface without having any variables or methods. I gave you two examples for those marker interfaces. Two examples. What are those? Serializable, clonable. Oops concepts, ra. Oops concepts. Yes or no? Do you remember that? Whenever we are using clone method on a particular class, pretty much damn sure that class should be inheriting clonable marker interface. Otherwise, you will not be able to create a clone for your class. One more time. What is a marker interface? An interface without having any variables or methods is known as a marker interface. It is an empty interface. Whenever a class is inheriting that marker interface, that class will achieve some special properties. I told you. Exactly the same lines. Exactly the same lines. So if you want to use clone method on a particular class. So that class should be implementing clonable marker interface. Otherwise, you will be getting an exception. Clone not supported exception. Okay. Now coming back to my class C, inside this, I'm going to create an object for my class B equal to BOBJ1 belongs to class B. And here also system.out.println BOBJ1 dot A plus BOBJ1 dot B. If I'm executing my program, could you please tell me what is my output here and here? If I execute my program, what is my output here and here? 100, 200. Right click, run as Java application, 100 and 200. Okay, that is actually very good. Okay, right click, run as Java application, 100 and 200. Okay, now let me just try to, I'm going to call, I'm going to call this method. Yeah, sure. BOBJ1 dot create clone. What is the return type for this? Please tell me what is the return type for this method? Object. Which object? Class B object. Just let me try to write like this. And the reason why we are getting an error here, why? Because here we are not handling the exception. We are escaping the exception handling here. So either here we need to write try catch finally or simply write throws exception, throws clone not supported. And obviously here also I need to write throws clone not supported exception. Got it? Got it? Exception handling. This is just exception handling. Okay. Now BOBJ2 dot B equal to 999. By using this method, we are getting an object now. With the help of object, I'm trying to change the value. And now system.out.println BOBJ1 dot A plus BOBJ1 dot B plus BOBJ2 dot B. Now tell me, what will be our output here? 100. Here our output will be 200. And here our output will be 999. We are able to completely create one more new object without using new keyword by using clone method, which is present in our object class. But kindly please do remember, whenever you're using clone method, pretty much damn sure that class should be implementing clonable marker interface. For example, I'm not implementing clonable marker interface. Now let's see what happens. Right click, run as Java application. Am I getting an exception? What is the name of the exception? Clone not supported exception. Got it? Got it? Please keep your citing as creating a clone for a object. Creating a creating a clone for an object. Not on a small point. Clone method, clone method, which is present in object class. Clone method, which is present in object class, is used to create, is used to create an exact copy, is used to create an exact copy of our class object of our class object without using new keyword, without using new keyword. Next point. If you want to use, if we want to use clone method, if we want to use clone method on a particular class, on a particular class, then 100%, then 100% that class should be, then 100% that class should be implementing a marker interface, then 100% that class should be implementing a marker interface known as clonable clonable interface, known as clonable interface. Please have this program in your notes. Go ahead. Yeah. Please have this program in your notes. Go ahead. Yeah. Online students, if completed, kindly please message me in the chat. And someone I told you to meet me with your laptop. Oh, bring your laptop. Not open your laptop, keep your Eclipse ready, write this program. After that, again, I'll ask you. Keep your laptop ready. One more minute. Is it done? All right. Okay. I believe it's complete, guys, for everyone. So yeah, this is about our clone method. Very, very simple. This is the only reason I did not explain to you this clone method starting when I discussed about object class. In order to understand this clone method, you are supposed to have an idea about OOPS concepts. You are supposed to have an idea about exception handling, So a lot of things are there. I hope you're understanding the point here. Okay. Right. Now, please keep your signing as, please keep your signing as garbage collector or garbage collection. Anything is fine. Garbage collection or garbage collector. Anything is okay. Right. Now, very, very simple. Listen to me very clearly. First things first, you should understand what do you mean by garbage collection. Garbage collection means it is a process of destroying all unused or unreferenced objects from the heap area. You know, in JVM, there are 5 memory areas are there: class area, heap area, stack area, PC registers, and native method stack. In these 5 areas, you know that every object will be stored inside the heap area. We will create an object, but we will never worry about destroying them. Why? Because in the background, there is a daemon thread which is actually working. And that daemon thread is garbage collector. Garbage collector is going to perform garbage collection. Garbage collection means it is a process of destroying all unused or unreferenced objects from the heap area. Okay. Now, what garbage collector is going to do? It is going to use an algorithm known as mark and sweep algorithm. Which algorithm? Mark and sweep algorithm. For example, in your WhatsApp, you will be deleting some messages. Yes or no? Why? I'm sorry. Why? Privacy. Anyways, I don't want to come to your personal things. You will delete some messages. For example, there are 10 messages are there. Okay. You are, you don't want 3 messages. You are having 10 messages. You don't need 3 messages. How many messages you are going to select? If you're not speaking immediately, I'll close and I'll go. No, I mean it. Next, from tomorrow onwards, you guys sit this side. Everyone, from tomorrow onwards, sit this side. Girls, first row occupy, first row. Boys, sit this side. From tomorrow onwards. Tell me, there are 10 messages are there. You don't need 3 messages. Now my question is, you need to delete. How many messages you need? You will select. 7 messages you will select or 3 messages you will select. You will select 3 and you will give a click on delete. What garbage collector is going to do, imagine there are 10 objects. In those 10 objects, 3 objects are unused or unreferenced objects. Means it is supposed to destroy those 3 objects. Now garbage collector is going to mark all the 7 objects, used objects, live objects it is going to mark, and all the unmarked objects will be destroyed. It is going to use an algorithm known as mark and sweep algorithm. What is that? Mark and sweep algorithm. It's algorithm which is used by the garbage collector. Kindly please do remember, it does not mark all the unused objects. Instead, it is going to select all the used objects and all unmarked objects will be destroyed. That is the work of the garbage collector. Whenever an object is getting destroyed, garbage collector internally it is going to call finalize method. We already know this. I already told you when we discussed about object class methods. One more time. Whenever an object is going to be destroyed, before destroying that object, garbage collector internally it is going to call finalize method. Why it is going to call finalize method? What finalize method will do? Finalize method is going to terminate all the connections which were associated with that project. Sorry, with that object. Once finalized method terminated all the connections, then that object will be destroyed by the garbage collector. For example, I'm working for, when I work for IBM, not right now, long back. When I work for IBM, I kept my papers. I resigned from IBM. I gave 2 months of notice, not 45 days, I guess. I gave 2 months, but I got relieved by 45 days. So 2 months of notice I have given. And once 2 months got completed, immediately I cannot come out from the company. What happens? First,